Well, hello there, everybody. Happy Thursday. Yours truly here, Miss Jazzy, have come for a special exclusive community spotlight, bringing some information to all of you that hopefully that maybe you can take advantage of. If maybe not you yourself personally, that you'll be able to share this information with someone that could actually take advantage of free 4K kindergarten program. And so I have a very special featured guest with us today that's going to share some information that for those of you that could be eligible participants, we definitely want you to be able to take part of it. But most importantly, this is information that you're hearing about it exclusively right here on the Jazzy Report. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. Again, I know this is a community spotlight. So again, this is information being able to be brought to you exclusively by the Jazzy Report. So our featured guest of the hour, Miss Lavonda Paul, is a native of Greenville. She holds a bachelor's of arts degree in psychology from the Johnson C. Smith University. She's married, 3 children, 1 grandchild. She has over 25 years of experience in childcare in Charlotte, North Carolina, and right here in Greenville. So her past experiences working as an after-school coordinator and teen companion case manager basically inspired Lavonda to become a provider in the child care industry. She is the owner and director of the Small Impressions Child Development Center, but prior to starting her own business, she was employed at the Urban League of the Upstate for nearly 10 years. And Small Impressions Child Development Center was established because she wanted to make a difference with children by assisting them with shaping them who they are and who they will become as an adult. She lives by the old adage, it takes a village to raise a child. So it's vital that she focus on servicing families as a whole, not just the children, and that they are enrolled in the facility. So throughout her professional career, she made it her personal mission to meet the needs of our community by assisting others with becoming self-sufficient by gaining meaningful employment, improving their living conditions with home ownership, also enrolling them in credit counseling classes, assisting them with obtaining their GED, as well as a college degree, or just being a mentor as one of their ventures in entrepreneurship. So ladies and gentlemen, why don't you take an opportunity to help me to welcome to the live for this community spotlight today, Miss Lavonda Paul. Lavonda, welcome to the Jazzy Report exclusive. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing great, Stephanie. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, listen, for this community spotlight, something that you being a child care, not only director, but owner and operator of Small Impressions Child Development Center, free 4K kindergarten program. And so I wanted all of our viewers as well as supporters and those in our community to know about these services that's being offered at Small Impressions. And I really wanted to give you an opportunity, really just share with everyone that's watching right now today about the opportunity to take advantage of this free 4K kindergarten program.
Well, Stephanie, let me start by saying thank you for having me on your show. But the opportunity came about because South Carolina First Steps had funding, and for many years they always had it outside of the Greenville area. So I guess a lot of people started asking questions and told them that there was a need in Greenville, South Carolina as well.
Right.
So I applied, and my center and another private entity here in Greenville got accepted to be a participant, pilot program for this K4 thing here in Greenville. And when I tell you, I am honored to have it because it's a need. So I just want people to apply and be a part of it because it's something great and something that is very much needed. And it gives parents another option besides having to go through the school district. You can use a private entity like myself and the other place that got accepted through this pilot program.
And you're mentioning pilot program because this is something that they're testing out. So it's almost like if people don't really take advantage of it, then it will be as if the need is not there. So we are wanting to encourage all upstate and surrounding area folks that could really take advantage of this free 4K kindergarten program. So when we think about free for those that are eligible, what are the eligibility requirements?
Well, you can be on Medicaid, receive SNAP, TANF. We have to have 2 proofs of residency. And that's pretty much it. Once you bring in all the required documentation, I submit it down to Columbia, and if everything meets the approval, you are in the program. But those that do not meet the income guidelines, that still doesn't deter you from being in the program. You just be a private paid participant, but you can still be a part of the program.
Okay. And so again, this is for 4K, so 4 years old on or before September 1st, 2020.
Correct.
Again, you have to be eligible for Medicaid, like free or reduced price lunch programs, SNAP, TANF recipient, or it also mentioned if you're experiencing homelessness or if you could be in foster care, but you also must be a South Carolina resident. And so I know there are people that really work in the area, but may live in different counties. So I definitely wanted to, take an opportunity for this community exclusive that people were made aware that this was even an option. And the fact that your child care center was selected to be one of the ones that would do this pilot program, I think this is great information for churches to be able to share. For those of you that are employed or you're considered essential workers and maybe child care was a concern or an issue, well, now you know that Small Impressions Child Development Center could be an option for you to get that beginning learning of education for your child that you would need. So Lavonda, for someone that's watching, maybe they're new parents and this is, their first time as far as separating to get their child involved in a program of such like this, what can someone anticipate to say when they're signing up for a K-4 program? What does that really entail for the child?
To me, it entails giving your child the best head start when they enter kindergarten, K-5. Who doesn't want the best for their child?
Right.
Who doesn't want their child to be ready when they enter K-5? I know I was one of those parents. So I want to give every parent that is interested an opportunity to give their child the best head start. And more importantly, this program is leveling the educational playing field so all kids will have the best head start, have some of the best experiences. I don't care if you live on the east side, the west side, the south side, the low side. This program is providing the leveling the playing field. Again, giving every child an opportunity to succeed and be ready when it's time for them to enter public school or private school when it comes to K-5 the following year.
And again, so Lavonda, kudos to you for, actually even applying and also being selected as a pilot location of, a location right here in the upstate of Greenville. Well, I know your physical address is Taylor, South Carolina, but for Greenville County residents, for those of you that are looking for an opportunity that you could be eligible. And again, let me say, we're talking FREE, free K-4 kindergarten program. And so Lavonda, let me ask you though, real quick, is this something that you have to do full time? Is there part-time options with this program? How does that work for the working families?
It's getting the child ready for when they go to K-5. So it's a regular school day. We start in the mornings. We're going to start between 7:30 and 8, and we're going to end at 2:30, just like a typical school day. So it's going to get them prepared and ready. The same thing that they will encounter when they go to public school is the same thing they're going to encounter here. They have to be here on time. They have days when they're out of school, just like public school. They're following the same schedule.
Yeah. And so again, for those of you that are watching this Jazzy Report exclusive, this is a community spotlight featuring director and owner of the Small Impressions Child Development Center, Miss Lavonda Paul, as she's sharing information about being selected as a pilot location for the free 4K kindergarten program that's being offered through First Steps. And so Lavonda, for parents that are watching, and I know we're going to talk a little bit later about what your child development center actually offers, but there may be some parents that they're still a little iffy about, with the COVID-19, bringing their children into a group setting as such. What would be your words of encouragement to let them know that your child care center is basically offering all the necessary things in place to be sure that you are practicing social distancing and doing what you need to do with the kids to keep them safe?
Well, first off, we don't let anybody through our front doors but the children. I hate to say it, but the parents have to stop at the front door. We're doing temperature checks, book bags, all that. We can't bring them inside the building. Visitors are stopped at the door. Temperatures are checked on visitors as well. By vendors, they have to wear masks. We do social distancing as best as we can. We're dealing with little children. But what we had to do was we've even had to decrease our classroom sizes just to keep everybody safe. Praise God, we hadn't had anything of sort as of yet. We hope we never do. But again, we have lowered our class sizes. We are deep cleaning, disinfecting a lot. So this COVID-19 has put us, we were already deep cleaning before, but it's took us to a whole nother level now. And just things that, this is our new norm. We've been thinking about moving forward with the after schoolers, what's going to take place for them in the fall. So it has us thinking about a lot of things when it comes to this COVID-19 and are they going back to school? So we get some stuff in place, and we already have some other things in place as well.
Right. Well, again, with this being the community spotlight, the exclusive right here on the Jazzy Report, for those of you that are just tuning in, again, this is an opportunity for the community to take advantage of free 4K kindergarten program that is being offered through the Small Impressions Child Development Center. So, Lavonda, for someone that's watching, and again, maybe they don't have a 4-year-old, but listen, everybody knows somebody. I'm sure that there's a 4-year-old around, whether it's in your church, whether it's in your neighborhood, whether you're co-workers with someone that has a 4-year-old. Definitely share this information. So, Lavonda, how can they reach out to you to apply to be a part of this program?
Call us here at the center. The number here is 864-609-5099. Again, the number is 864-609-5099.
All right. So listen, we're going to get ready to take a commercial break because as we're thinking about, improving reading skills, the increased desire to read, improving self-esteem, neutralizing summer learning loss, improved comprehension, improved memory skills. Why don't you bear with us at this moment as we take a commercial break talking about summer reading?
Okay.
Whatever projects you have planned for this summer, your local library has something for you. Resources to help you learn, grow, connect, and create. So whatever you want to build or whatever your family needs, there are summer reading programs for all age groups. Summer is an exciting time at your library, so come join us for great books, special events, and more to help you build a better world.
All right. So listen, I know all the libraries are basically kind of closed for this COVID-19. All of Greenville County is offering, though, like the curbside holds and the pickups Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So be sure to sign up for the summer reading program. You can go to greenvillelibrary.org to find out more about that. We definitely want to encourage summer reading amongst our youth, amongst your children, your nieces, your nephews, your cousins, them. And so, again, it's so important that we continue to feed our brains and our minds. So not only the children, but the adults as well.
Yeah.
But again, this is yours truly, Miss Jazzy, here for an exclusive community spotlight as we're talking with the owner, director of Small Impressions Child Development Center, Miss Lavonda Hallums-Paul, as she has dropped some information about a free 4K kindergarten program that her daycare center, her childcare development center, should I say, was actually selected to be a part of this pilot program. And the fact that it is a pilot program, this is showing the real desire of the need for this type of program in the area. And so the fact that she has been selected, we don't want it to go untapped, in other words, because if the services are not used or if there's an opportunity that it indicates because people didn't sign up for it, then they can do away with it. And so we definitely want people that are eligible to take advantage of these free services. So again, Lavonda, there's someone that maybe they just tapped in and they didn't catch us from the beginning as we were talking about this free 4K kindergarten program that is being offered through First Steps. Can you again help us to understand what this program is all about?
First Steps is offering a free program for children that are going to be on or before September 1st, 2020. Our K-4 program is going to be the exact same way as public schools K-4 programs, but ours has a little spin to it because it's letting it be in private settings as opposed to public schools. I like that because they gave us a chance to better serve other children that may didn't get into the public school setting. But again, I like the platform because it is, again, leveling the educational playing field for all children to receive some type of education before getting to K-5, because some parents think, oh, I'll just wait till they go to school and teach them about the letters, the colors, the shapes. No, it's important at an early age, preschool level, to get our children ready when they enter public school K-5.
And so the fact that this program, for those who are eligible, is absolutely free. And so if you're on Medicaid, if you already have children that you receive free or reduced lunch,
yes,
the SNAP TANF benefits, and again, just know this is another free opportunity for your 4-year-olds to take advantage of. And even if you do not meet the eligibility requirements to receive it free, then you can, though, be a private payee and still allow your child to participate in this program. So again, Lavonda, kudos to you once again. I mean, what an honor it is for your Child Care Development Center to be selected among who knows how many others that also could have tried to be a pilot program location, and you were selected, and we want the community to know about it. I know you only have a select number of children that can be a part of it. So for someone that's watching right now and they really want to be a part of that, how can they reach out to you again?
Please give us a call here at the center. The number here is 864-609-5099. Again, 864-609-5099.
Now, can you tell us maybe how many slots that you have available? I know that, they won't last long. We're getting the word out there. So
no, we just have a few slots available. I think at the most 3 or 4 left.
Okay. All right. So 3 or 4 slots left. And this is just the free 4K program that's being offered. But I know you guys offer, other services anyway, as far as infant care, toddler care, the preschool prep. So you cater from children 6 weeks to 12 years old. So talk about, a little more in depth, though, what additional services that you do offer through the Small Impressions Child Development Center.
Well, as you stated, I have infants all the way up to school age. The thing that I guess I'm on kind of high about right now is my preschool graduation that's coming up in a couple of weeks. And we have a valedictorian and we have salutatorians. They take tests here at my preschool just like they would if they were in regular school. They take spelling tests, they take math tests. And one thing that I pride myself on is when children leave my center and they enter public school and parents come back to say, hey, Miss Lavonda, the teacher want to know where did this child come from, what preschool did they attend, because they're at the top of the class. That makes me and my staff very proud and let us know that we have done a job well done because we got our children ready. As far as my after schoolers, I am one of those directors, and my staff, we stay in constant contact with the teachers. We do pop-ups at school. We email teachers, so we are well versed on what our children are doing in school. When they don't have a good day at school, they have to come back and tell us what went wrong and how they're going to correct it to the next day, because we're leaders and not followers. So that's one thing we're big on in after school. We're instilling in them they're leaders and not followers. So I'm not going to say all of my after schools make the honor roll, but I can tell you a large percentage of my children do.
Yeah, well, that's to be commended. And congratulations again with that. And so kudos to you as well as your staff being our community spotlight of the day, because again, this is great information that the community should be made aware of. So if you didn't know before now, you can say you heard the exclusive interview right here on the Jazz Report for this community exclusive. And so again, Lavonda, thank you so much for your time today. What is the deadline, though, for registration? I know you only got a few more slots. So what's the deadline for registration for this free 4K program?
We want to have everything in place by August the 1st because class will start August the 17th.
All right. Well, listen, you still have time. There's only a few more slots left. Again, congratulations to the Small Impressions Child Development Center for actually being selected to be the pilot program location for this free 4K kindergarten program. And if you need just child care services from infants to school age, definitely reach out to them. Let them know that you found out about them right here on the Jazz Report. So again, Small Impressions Child Development Center. They're located at 4514 Old Spartanburg Road in Taylor's. Yours truly, Miss Jazzy, bringing you a community exclusive regarding the free 4K program. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Again, Lavonda, thank you so much for the details. You guys have a great rest of the day.
Thank